enhance their draft stock. Bosa's draft stock is done, man.
Yeah,
I mean, it is signed, sealed, delivered.
Yeah.
Everybody else, if there's a question like, well, I might be a top 20 pick, but I could get into the top 10, he'd probably play.
Yes.
Right? This applies to such a small number of
Christian
McCaffrey, Nick Bosa. So I don't want to read any more articles about some epidemic in college football.
Hey, Sam, my producer, what'd you yell in my ear? Yeah, Leonard Fournette's another guy.
Yeah.
By the way, that guy's never healthy in the pros. All right. So you played minor league baseball. I broadcast minor league baseball.
Isn't it great?
I was a terrific broadcaster. So, by the way, left the sport because of an abdomen injury, just like you were saying.
That's an uncertain injury, Colin.
Yeah,
I get it.
Went to television. Okay. So Manny Machado did something last night, and baseball people are freaking out.
Yeah.
This is so Lambeer, so Rodman, so Richard Sherman. This is so Josh Norman. Agitators, Ali, Connor, Tiger. It's trolling.
Yeah.
Manny Machado, nobody got hurt here. He dragged his foot as a pro athlete.
Yeah, so Aguilar is the first baseman, right? Here's my sense as just a baseball player. This is what you get when you legislate self-governance out of the game. Do you follow me on that?
What do you mean?
It used to be in the past, the best two sports about self-governance were hockey and baseball. You do something I don't like,
you get whacked.
Bang. Here we go. Now they've legislated that out of the game. You can't slide unless you can touch the base. You can't slide hard. You can't do this hard. You can't throw inside. You can't. This is what you get. You get dirtier play when you legislate self-governance out of the game. The game, not to be an old stodgy, I'm 36. The game used to be better. Listen, I can defend both guys here. If I'm Aguilar, I'm pissed. If I'm Machado, I'm saying, get off the bag. Get off the bag. You're standing in the middle of the bag.
I like trolls. I think trolling's okay.
I just get frustrated by this because, to me, this is an instance of baseball hurting itself. You get this when you try to, quote-unquote, clean up the sport. You got to let guys throw it high and tight.
Give me your – okay, here's my 4. I'll give you my 4 that make the playoff. And when does the playoff poll come out? Next Wednesday?
Yes, next week or the week after.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. If I was to rate teams, because I don't believe that Alabama, because they beat people by 50, is number 1. I wouldn't put them number 1 because they haven't played anybody.
Okay.
Notre Dame's played a tougher schedule. I'd go Notre Dame number 1.
That's crazy. Go ahead. I threw you off. Look at you. You can't even rank them.
No, hold on. Georgia, everybody's losing. I'd go Ohio State number 2.
That's wrong.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I would go Georgia lost, Oklahoma lost. I would go Bama number 3.
That's wrong.
And I would do Clemson number 4.
I think that there's got to be some mixture of...
Do you disagree with my teams?
No.
Okay, so what are you banging on me for?
Because it's not just about resume, right?
It's about schedule.
It's not just about schedule. It's also about dominance. I think it can be some combination of both. I don't think there's any way you can not vote Alabama number 1 in the country. They have been the most dominant team in college football. It doesn't matter. That's the thing.
No, there are teams that have a Mike Tyson quality. Mike Tyson was the world's toughest bully. But when Lennox or Evander hit him back, he was never half of the fighter.
We'll see.
Bama's a great bully. I'd like to see him go on the road occasionally in September.
Yeah, they don't do that. Listen, in the college football playoff era, do you know they're the only team to not play a true road game in the non-conference?
It's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing, and the schedule needs to get fixed. That doesn't mean that they're not a dominant team. I would go Alabama number 1. I think if I was just rating on teams, I would put Michigan number 2. I would probably put Notre Dame or Clemson 3, and I'd probably put LSU or Ohio State 4. I was not impressed with Ohio State. Not a knock on them. Their offensive line was bad last week. They've got so many holes. Dwayne Haskins is covering up for Ohio State right now. He's brilliant. I'm telling you, man, this guy, you talk about an NFL prospect.
He'll be the number 1 pick, not this year, the following year.
Yeah, I agree with that. He's great in the pocket.
He doesn't have enough college start. He needs another 15 college starts.
Probably.
Okay. Joel Klatt, Michigan at Michigan State.
Thursday Night Football kicks off live from Fox Square with the Thursday Night pregame show. Then